evening, everyone. I am DJ Frank J.O. or Frank J.O. the third, whichever way you want to address me at, or Junior. Most people know me as Junior. And this is my 75 hard testimonial. Um, so, we can get started from the beginning. I started my fitness journey back in June 1 of 2020 because I did not like the way I was looking. I didn't like the way I was feeling, and I felt a little pudge. So I decided to start working on myself. But I'd been thinking about that prior to that date, and what sparked that was a buddy of mine, Gary Polk, who lives in New Orleans. He's from Ridgecrest. Was doing a 25 push-ups for 25 days, and I figured, oh, this is something I can ease my way into. I had just finished a book called Limitless, and it really sparked my mental game to start really pushing myself to start doing things that I normally didn't do. So that was the first initial step in my journey, was reading that book. And then June 1st is when I decided to start the 25 push-ups for 25 days, and I completed it. So I continued, and then I went to do different sets of different workouts, trying to get my knees and legs back, and for some reason my knees were still continuing to hurt. So then I decided to do some research and look some things up, and as I was doing research, I stumbled upon Andy Frisilla and his 75 hard challenge, and I said, okay, I'm going to work myself up to a consistent basis before I decide to do his challenge. So I went ahead and did my 100 consecutive days of workouts, that including push-ups, squats, sit-ups, and crunches. After the 100 days, I then proceeded to do 4 workouts a day, and then I upped my sets. Then I felt that I was ready to attempt the 75 hard challenge. Well, the first time I went through it, I made it through 11 days, 11 or 13 days, and I got sick, and it took me out for about 2 weeks. So I kind of fell off the wagon for those 2 weeks. I ate like garbage. I wasn't drinking my gallon of water. I wasn't doing any of that. So then I got better, and then I started getting back into the swing of things, and then I decided that on November 1st, I would start the challenge and knock it out. So this November 1st of this year, or of 2021, is when I started the 75 hard challenge again. And what is the 75 hard challenge? It consists of 5 elements. You got to read 10 pages a day. You have to drink a gallon of water. You have to work out twice a day, and you got to take a daily progress pic. Those are the 5 things. One workout has to be outside no matter what. And the reason for that is to make sure that you'll deal with the elements. And no matter what, the job has to get done. And it really proved to me, and I proved to myself, that I could get certain things done regardless of the weather, regardless of what's going on. We had some really bad winds. I got rained on a couple times. What else happened? I had a mainline pipe break, dug a trench. So a lot of things that I didn't think I'd be able to accomplish, I think because of this challenge, I was able to get the necessary things done that I needed to get done, regardless of what was going on that day, and still managed to get the 2 workouts done as well. I will be showing some pics of things I accomplished. I sent the RIDG Gaming guys pictures of the trenches I had to dig, and still get my workout done, still drink my water, still take the progress picture, still read my 10 pages. So it was tough. Some days were tougher than others, but I still managed to get the daily things done. So during this process, we bought a mobile for a friend, and we got it all ironed out, everything done. So that's also enticed me to start the challenge when I did. We got her moved in. November 1st was my start date, and between that and Christmas, her water line broke, and I had to go over there and patch it, and it kept breaking, and I had to patch, break, and patch. This happened all around Christmas time, like 2 weeks before Christmas, then during Christmas, and then right after Christmas. I mean, now it's fixed, but I ended up having to rent a trencher, dig out a trench from the street all the way to the main goes into the house. The trencher was an enormous help, but I still had to manually dig a lot of rock and a lot of dirt. And I don't think I would have been able to accomplish it as fast as I did had I not been doing this challenge. That was probably one of the bigger obstacles that mentally helped me prepare. The 75 hour challenge mentally helped me prepare for a situation such as that, because I was pretty deep into the program already. There was also times right before Christmas we also went shopping, and I had horrible shoes on, and I still managed to get my workout done at the hotel because we stayed the night down in Ontario. Got a nasty blister on my toe, which made me go get a new pair of shoes, but I still got my workout done. So one of the biggest takes I've gotten from the 75 hard challenge is no matter what you say you're going to do, you better do it. So your word means everything. So no matter what, you need to do exactly what you say you're going to do. No ifs, ands, or buts. You say you're going to do something, you do it. You can't say, oh, I'll just read the 10 pages, or I'll just read 20 pages tomorrow, or I'll just drink extra water tomorrow. No, you have to get every single thing done that you say you're going to do. So, which sometimes is difficult. There was times where I had to jump out of bed and go take my progress break because I forgot to, and I was getting ready to fall asleep, and it's just like, oh, I don't want to start over. And one of the biggest things is the weekend right before I was supposed to end the challenge, I got sick again, and I literally just got up to go do the workout, and then I just sleep, and then I do the bike ride at the end in the evening, and then go back to sleep. And that was for a good solid 3 days that I managed to do that, because it was like day 70, somewhere around there, 70-ish, and I was just like, there's no way I can start this challenge over, just because I wanted to get it done. Said I did it, mark it off the to-do list, and I accomplished it. So I was pretty proud of that. I took this past weekend off, and I went and ate some pizza, had some Chinese food, and my stomach was honestly jacked. Like I could not, I can't believe the difference from eating so well to just taking a little break off, and just the 2 days, and I didn't even eat that bad, but I just had some pizza, I had some Chinese food, and it just did not sit right with me. So now I'm back on, eating healthy again. I'm drinking my water still. I'm still doing like 75 hard challenge, but I'm not doing the 75 hard challenge, if that makes sense. It's just keeping that consistency going, because I'm feeling good. I'm noticing the changes in my body. And another thing that the 75 hard challenge inspired me to do was ride my stationary bike and game. We have a company called RIDG Gaming that we started January 15th of 2021, and I wanted to incorporate gaming and fitness, which wasn't part of the original plan, but somehow 75 hard, when I started the 75 hard challenge, I thought to myself, how can I incorporate gaming and fitness and still be active and somehow accomplish that goal? I said, well, let me try playing Call of Duty while I ride bicycle, see how it goes. It actually did decent. I was like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. And it also takes your mind off riding, cardio, whatever. Most people hate doing cardio. I know I do, but it really flies by when you're gaming and riding. I averaged about 13 miles in 45 minutes. Some days I went longer, some days I went less. On the days I didn't ride were the days I was out of town. So other than that, I rode every single night, 13 plus miles. So overall, let me do the math. 175 miles on average total, which is pretty crazy to think about now that I'm looking at the number. So I may have hit 1,000. I don't know, because some days I hit 20 miles, some days I hit 17 miles, um, and I think the only day I didn't ride was when I was in Ontario. So it's pretty crazy to think now that I'm looking at the number, almost 1,000 miles of riding a bike in 75 days. I also got through 3 books. One was Still the Show by Michael Porter. Everyone's an Artist, that has about 4 different authors. The Magic of Big Thinking, and now I'm on Be Our Guest. So these are all books to help me customer service, because I also DJ on the side. And the Still the Show, Everyone's an Artist, and Be Our Guest were actually recommended by someone a long time ago in regards to customer service, how to sell yourself, and whatnot. So it's crazy how many books you can get through in 75 days if you just read the 10 pages a day. So I mean, that's 750 pages. So it sounds like a lot, but 10 pages a day, 25 minutes average is probably what it took me to get through 10 pages. So Andy, Priscilla, thank you for starting this program. I'm really excited to continue my fitness journey. I wish I would have taken pictures of my legs when I started the program, because now I see the definition in my legs from just riding and doing the ATG athletic training group program. But I definitely see the difference in my upper body. And once we post this video, I'm currently separating all the pictures on my phone into separate files, so I can then do start to finish. You'll see all the miles I rode, and then you'll see all the pictures from day 1 to day 75. And like I said, I'm going to continue this journey, because if you feel good, no lie, it's not difficult to do as long as you stay committed to doing it. Because I take 2 hours a day to work out, and then obviously one's in the morning, and my morning workout's always outside, and then my evening workout has been riding my bike while I game. Sometimes game with the boys from RIDG Gaming, sometimes it's by myself. Live stream it, so if you guys check us out at ridgegaming.com, you can see the live stream on Twitch. My live streams normally go up on Facebook, but Tuesdays we do live streaming together. So this is just a plug on RIDG Gaming. That's my testimonial for the 75 Hard. Thank you, Andy, Priscilla, for starting that program. I appreciate it. The book's great. If you've listened to all his podcasts, that's pretty much his book. But it's nice to have his book in written form, just to hear his voice as you're reading the book. It's pretty hilarious. But yeah, I recommend it. It doesn't hurt you. It's not as extreme as you would think it is. It just helps build that mental toughness to get the things you need to get done. And I am very pleased with myself for getting through it. I am happy that my wife went along with it. There were some days where it was like, just stop, we got things to do, and I was like, I got to get it done. There was times where I got done DJing and I had to come home and do it. What was that, 2 in the morning? There was a couple times that I did my ride at 2 in the morning. You can go back through our lives on Facebook and Twitch, and you'll see that I went live around 1:30, 2 in the morning. So yeah, so again, thank you. Like my posts, I stayed consistent, and I'm happy I got it done. So go check us out at ridgegaming.com. We're gonna figure out how to get fitness and gaming more involved with each other, and I'm going to continue to drink my gallon of water every day. I'm gonna eat well. I'm gonna probably take progress pics every day still. If I miss a day, that's fine. I'm not on the challenge anymore. I'm just on stay fit, get my knees back, because I do want to play basketball again on the court, so I can punt some kids. So I'm motivated, and if anybody has any questions, any concerns, feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to answer questions. I'd be more than happy to assist in any way I can. And seriously, if let me give a disclaimer: if you go look up Andy Frisella, he has adult content. Let's put it that way. He curses. He says things. So if that's something you don't want to listen to, then I would not seek him out. I could summarize his what he says in a more not only you can say PC, but in a more cleaner fashion. But yeah, so thank you again. That's my 75 hard testimonial. Remember, game and give, game and fit. Check out RIDGgaming.com and go follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all that good stuff. Thank you all, and we'll see you tonight on the stream. Peace.